Well, I'm back, guys. Man, was that a mission? That was a mission. But we got here at the end of the day, and that's all that matters. So now that I've already pushed everything back, I just want to just welcome everyone to the live stream. Thank you very much for coming along. You're watching Been Living with Big B channel. Today, um, it's a real privilege to, hey, Buckeye. Yeah, I was supposed to spend this time to greet everyone and just make sure I didn't miss out on anybody that came into the chat. I also really wanted to introduce a talking rubbish song that I've been working on, but hey, I'll probably just leave that for later on, I guess. So I know Grab It Fast is out somewhere there, so we're gonna bring him on straight away. Hey, Pauline, what's up? There's nothing much happening right now until we get Grab It Fast on here, and I think my man is ready to go. So you guys all know him. You know, he's been doing really well with this channel. Of course, we're all suffering at the moment with this with the coronavirus, the COVID-19. Hi, Phyllis, how are you? Good to see you on the chat, my friend. Thank you for coming on board. So he's always been I mean, he's more than just a fellow dumpster diver. He's also a really good friend. Well, I chat with him often. But anyway, let's bring him on. This is the bro.
Brother B, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Bro, thank you. I'm doing good, man. It looks like pretty good weather where you're at, my bro. Tell us where you're at.
Down here at the local park here in Michigan. A lot of you know. But down here, a lot of people are fishing and stuff. Nice day out, so I figured it was good to come down here for it.
I bet you guys are been looking forward to the nice weather coming up lately. So you guys are heading into the summertime. Bet you can't wait for that.
Finally. Finally.
Well, you know, as everyone already, you know, there's probably a lot of people, if not everyone already here knows you, Grab It, but you know, just thought I'd take some time to get some of the things that they may not know about you. And,
right. Exactly.
You know, you know, like we converse on lives, and you're always on other people's streams and following other channels, so they probably got a rough idea about, you know, about like what you get up to behind the scenes. So this is what this chat is all about finding out the real Grab It Fast.
The real Grab It Fast. Uh-oh.
Yeah, my bro.
The real Grab It Fast.
So, you know, just quickly tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, you know, family, work.
A lot of you know I'm from Michigan, small town. I won't specify the exact city, as you just never know. But small town here in Michigan. I have 4 children that keep me busy. 4 children to keep me busy. I work in a factory that I'm currently laid off from due to what's going on right now. But they extended the layoff to, I believe it was May. What was it, May 12th now, I think? May 12th or 15th. So going through that right now. But factory work isn't the greatest. I've been enjoying the layoff nonetheless.
Sure. So how old are the kids? How old are your kids, Grab It?
My youngest will be 2 in October. And that's Silas. And then we have Cruz, and he just turned 5. My daughter Kirsten is 6, and our oldest son Ace is 7.
There you go. You got quite a young family there, my bro. That'll keep you on your toes, all right.
6, 7. Yeah, it's a madhouse in the Grab It Fast house sometimes, but we do what we gotta do.
Pauline was just saying, did we know a fake Grab It Fast? No, I'm just saying that there's probably things, Pauline, that I know that you don't know about Grab It Fast. But we're not here to reveal everything, Grab It, just so that you know we're safe. So a few people sent in some questions, so I'm just going to ask you some of them, bro. One from Granny Becky was a question from.
It's lagging a little bit on my end, Big B. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me okay? Can anyone on chat say?
On my end, for some reason, I can hear you okay, but for some reason your picture's lagging for me. It's me, probably.
Okay. Well, we'll just soldier on and see how we go.
Let me see here. All right, say something now, Big B. Let me see.
I said we'll just carry on and just see how we go with it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just going in and out for me. I don't know why. I'm sure it's my end, not yours. I always have the problems on my end with the live stream, so I apologize. I probably wasn't the best first person to pull up here with my problems with my live streams. But we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll keep going. The people on the chat are saying that you're lagging, but you sound clear. Okay, so my bro, Granny Becky sent in a question, and she asked.
Well, hopefully it gets better here in a second.
You all right?
It's always something on my end. I apologize.
No worries. So Granny Becky asked a question from the community comments. She asked, have you ever ran into any live animals, and if so, did it scare you?
I'm going to move around and see if that helps.
Carry on my wayward son. Big B knows Grab It Fast secrets. I certainly do. Jenna. Only a couple. I've only got a couple. Well, it looks like we've lost a bit of contact.
Just
completely lost you now there, Grab It. Oh boy.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, I think it might be okay now. I apologize.
Okay, my friend, did you hear the question I asked you? Oh boy.
I couldn't hear anything because it was going in and out. I don't know why.
Oh well. So, bro, Granny Becky asked the question: have you come across any wildlife, and if so, were you scared?
Yes, I had a situation with the raccoon, and I think quite a few of you might have seen the video. But if not, probably the scariest moment in encounter with wildlife was the time when I was at CVS to go in for those nutcrackers, and there was actually a raccoon in there, and I hate them. I hate raccoons, but I seen the one nutcracker, and I know that they're pricey, so it made me get in there. And once I did, I found that second one, which was awesome, and they were both $40 retail value. And that was probably the scariest encounter for me, as I hate raccoons, and I actually got in the dumpster with one to get those nutcrackers.
You certainly did. I remember that all too well, my friend. Yeah, that was a good video. So the things we do for the treasures, right, Grab It? The things that we do.
That's right. I've seen that nutcracker. I had to get it. And then, because I overcame my fear, I got blessed with 2.
You did so true.
I didn't even see that second one.
I've always said, my friend, that to the brave go the rewards.
That's right. And in that scenario, I got the rewards. I got 2 of them, and that was an awesome score. Awesome score from CVS.
So for those on the chat that haven't seen that video, please go and check it out. I think it's on the thumbnail of the raccoon, eyes glowing out of the blooming dumpster. You go and check it out.
Yeah, you can find that video easy. It's got 2 big nutcrackers right on the thumbnail as well.
That's it. Next question, Grabbit. Do you have a pre-dive ritual? Is there something that you do to prepare yourself before you go for a dive? Oh boy.
Are we good?
Yeah. Oh, do you have a pre-dive ritual, Grabbit?
Yes. I was starting to explain, cutting in and out. Yes, I do. I always make sure I have all my. That's always the first step. I make sure I have my gloves. I have my mask and my hand sanitizer and everything that I need. Followed up by a stop at Speedway for a nice big juicy pop. That is something that happens every single time that I go out. Every time.
So gloves.
The main thing is the pop. The main thing is the
gloves and pop.
I mean, right now, of course, other things, but I gotta have the pop, the dive. Gloves and pop.
Absolutely. I've got to,
and all the other goodies.
I've definitely got a pre-start ritual myself. I've got to have my gloves. I've got to have, like, depending on how the weather is, but I've got to have a long sleeve shirt. But if it's too hot, you know, and I've got to make sure I've got to have my step ladder and my stick, you know, and it's almost like I go through a bit of a checklist. So I'm sure everyone else has a bit of a pre-start, you know, a pre-start ritual as well. So, I've got another question from comments. Are you hearing me okay? Grab it. Oh, well, while I'm here, I'll quickly say hi until we get Grab It back on board. I see Marty from Crazy Family Tube is on board. Hi there, Marty. Welcome to the chat. I saw earlier on that Vernez was on here as well. Thank you, Vernez, for coming on board. Awesome to see you, my Booski. No, I didn't miss your super chat. In fact, I wrote it down here. Pauline, thank you so much for your super chat. I absolutely appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Yeah, it seems like we're getting a bit of difficulty. Just to make sure, am I coming through clear and you can hear me clear? Am I okay? How are we going, Grab It? Guys, thank you so much for your patience. You know, there we go. He's just clicked out of there. So probably he'll be right back. He's got the link to come back on. So you are making the trip, Big B. I hear nice and clear. Thank you for the feedback, guys. So, you know, yeah, so, oh, good. Thank you for the feedback there, guys. So, you know, It's not always going to go perfect, but we are always going to try our best, and should always have. Why I stopped doing live streams, mine sucks. We have to persevere, and I know that they've got a new a new system going on with live streams, so it might be worth tapping back into, Jenna, and checking it out, because doing the live streams and having the panels are really, really good idea, and they're a good way to stay connected. You're right there, grab it.
If it works right.
I would.
It works right. like me, I'm always having problems. I'm sorry to bomb your first your first live with guests, Big B. I'm sorry. I'm always having problems, man. Always.
No, my bro, they definitely do not apologize, bro. It's just the way it is. You know, it'll get better as we go along. It'll get better as we go along. So I'm going to ask you another question, bro. How's that?
All right. Sounds good.
Okay, bro. I got a question here from Teresa Koff, and she asked, "When did you start and why? When did you start and why did you start?" Okay. When did you start, Grab It, and why did you start? So in the event that where we can't get what we need, the questions asked answered by Grab It, I'm going to answer the questions for my own story. Okay. So this was always going to be plan B if there were going to be any kind of difficulties with the broadcasting. I would just have to bore you with my own story. Oh. So just give him another second. So anyway, okay. So we got a question here from Teresa Koff, is when did Grab It start and why? But when did I start? I started dumpster diving probably about 20 odd years ago. And I did it as a means to supplement my income. And I was father of a really young family. And wages weren't great back, and I'm talking about in back home in New Zealand. So my dumpster diving has spanned 2 countries, you know, so which is pretty cool in itself. But lately, I was inspired. Which of his videos is your favorite? Okay, let's answer some of your questions. Throw up some of your questions and let's answer those bad boys. Yes, it is a long time. It is a long time, and it's been off and on, Lisa Jenkins, with my dumpster diving. Obviously, when I was earning good money, I didn't need to dumpster dive as much, but I would always go to the verge and pluck things out of the, off the side of the road, or it was just ingrained in me. I saw my parents do it. I saw my grandparents do it. They were really frugal and saved their dollars, and just, I used to call them shameless, but really they were smart. They were just smart. What is your favorite video you made? Well, I'll answer Southern Bell's question, which was one of my favorite videos of Grab It, and definitely would have to be the raccoon one, because it was so action packed. Otherwise, his videos usually about just finding stuff, but when he's finding stuff that he hates, that was a video. And you can just hear in his voice, you guys, if you haven't watched that video, you guys have to watch it, because you can just hear the shaking in his voice. You can just hear it. It is hilarious. Okay, what's the best thing I found that my wife liked? Wow. Well, I have to say right off the bat, my wife didn't like me dumpster diving right from the start. But she enjoys some of the things that I bring home. More recently, she's been enjoying the home decor stuff that I've been bringing home, because I've always been a huge advocate of growing real plants and putting them into around the house for all sorts of reasons. Oh, bye, Irene. Thank you for stopping by. Good night. Yeah, but most recently, because she's not really a makeup person, my wife, she's not really a makeup person. She likes things and stuff, but nice things and nice stuff. So the plastic foliage and the faux plants and stuff like that, she really loves. So that's probably what she likes the most, is those sort of things. The house. Oh, thank you. What's some of my favorite things I find? For me, what I like finding the most is probably the food. And the reason why I like finding the food is because I like donating it. And I generally don't like filming the donation parts because I like to keep the anonymity of the people that are struggling. But I found a way that I can do it, and they're comfortable with it, and I'm able to put that up. So I'll be showing more of that, because I like to try and be as transparent as I can. I like to be. When I coming diving with your little sister Buckeye, oh, who knows? Who knows? The sooner the better, though, I think. The sooner the better, Buckeye. Does she like the fancy cake decorating items? She actually does, Southern Belle. She does like the fancy cake. She does dabbling in it, and so she's yeah. She likes experimenting with her baking and the decoration and all of that. So she does she does like it. It's just getting her head around knowing how to use it. So, and she's always constantly watching cooking programs and reading recipe books. She's a chef in her own right without being formally trained. Diane, yes, the donation part is really good. No, I definitely. Kidding to save a lot of dumpsters. Yeah, absolutely. Jody, how many kids do I have? Grandkids do I have? I have, between my wife and I, we have 6 children. They're all adults. My oldest is 33 and the youngest is 22 in May. And we have 8 grandchildren. We have 4 that live in New Zealand. They're all older. And we have 4 that live here in Western Australia. So we're lucky. I'm so lucky and blessed to have grandchildren here and be able to visit them and give them like heaps of snuggles. I love them so much. And there's 2 grandchildren back in New Zealand I haven't even met in real life. I know. I got Southern Belle. I saw that. I mentioned thanked Pauline for the super chat, $5. Absolutely. Thank you, Pauline, for that. Appreciate that so much. Oh, May the 4th. May the 4th is hers. 13th, a Canadian girl, Jingos. Hi, Grandma Buckeye. How are you? Jason from Painting Houses, how are you, my bro? Welcome to the chat. Always a pleasure to see your name pop up in the comments, my bro. Get out of here, Marty. Straight up, you're on the 16th of May. Crazy. Looks like we got the darling buds of May right here in the chat. The darling buds of May. May the fourth be with you, eh? Oh, I say that every year to my daughter. Yeah, may the fourth be with you. So Teresa asked, actually, we got some really good questions here, and I just saw Wendy from Holland. Hi, Wendy from Holland. How are you? Fairy Wren. How are you, Fairy Wren? I'm sorry if I've missed anybody's names. Sorry I missed anybody's names as you guys were coming in. I do apologize. But hopefully my moderators were onto it, and I welcomed you guys all in. Those cinnamon buns look good. I was going to make them myself. You inspire me to dust off that recipe. I know. Wow. That's another thing, you know, guys. I've been getting in recipes and trying to copy them. I have to say, though, Diane, in defense of them looking so amazing, my wife did have a slight hand in it. A slight hand. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It wasn't all done by these hands. For a moment there, my wife stepped in there and helped a little bit while I was preoccupied doing something else. But it's the result at the end of the day, I reckon. It's the result at the end of the day. So just a huge thank you to everyone that sent in questions for this, you know, this event. I'm hoping to do this. I'm hoping to do this every week. This is going to be a regular thing, and I'll be sending out emails to all of my friends. That includes, you know, Grizzly Marty. I've just drafted up a email for you, and also one for Grizzly, the small channels, the large channels, whoever is willing to come up and have a chat with me about your dumpster diving experiences, your highs and your lows, especially the funnies. You know, I'm sure people out there want to hear your stories that aren't being put on the videos, that aren't as well known. Yeah, it doesn't look like Rabbit is coming back, unfortunately. I'm sad about that. Kyle, how are you, Kyle? That's guys, Kyle Woodruff is Rabbit's buddy. Lives down the road. Yeah, so I'm hoping to make this a really regular a thing, but because, you know, I've built a relationship. I'm good, thanks, Kyle. Thank you for asking, my bro. Because there's even things that I would like to know, you know, about my fellow dumpster divers that I don't see on the videos. But it'd be good to hear those experiences from them to share with people that haven't seen those videos. So yeah, that's why I've been really excited about doing this segment called Talking Rubbish, which is funny because talking rubbish comes from something my mum would say if you were, you know, not so much saying a whole truth, but if you were just talking nonsense. Okay, then let's bring on Sean. I'll join whenever. Does anyone else want to come on? Health Nuts. Hi, Big Boy. Health Nuts. Oh, Christy. How are you, Christy? Welcome. And we got Sean, my friend Sean. What's the most expensive thing you found in the bin and that was general merchandise? Oh, shucks. The most expensive thing I found was a watch. I found a watch. Oh, you love the flag in the background? Yeah, that's the New Zealand flag. I found a watch and I didn't think much of it. I put it in a drawer. It didn't feel very heavy or anything. And I put it in the drawer, and then I gave it to my brother about I don't know, a few months later. Well, he got it appraised and sold it, right? He got it appraised and sold it, and bang, he got like $2,000 from it. He sold it for like $2,000. So, I had no idea, but that's probably the most expensive general thing I found. And it was in a box and everything. So whether someone threw it away or it was a broken relationship, I don't know. But the most expensive retail thing from the shoppers recently is probably those gift cards. There was like nearly $6,000 in greeting cards. Sorry, greeting cards. What does the plaque behind me say? Up the top here, or this one over here? This one over here. Got the check on stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, this was quite a few $2,000 watch in the bin. Oh my, I know. That's why I was thinking it may have been a disgruntled relationship, or maybe in hindsight. But so this wall hanging here says, "We do family rules. We do manners. We do fun. We do happy. We do laughing. We do helping. We do hugs. We do mess. We do very loud. We do family. We do love." That's what that wall hanging says. And you can share the link. Maybe someone would like to jump in there with you since Grab It isn't coming. I think that's a great idea. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, whoops, that. And there's a plaque just up the top here, and it says whānau. And whānau means family. Okay. Hopefully Grab It will come back later. Hopefully. I don't think so. When he has a better connection. Oh, that could be 2021, I reckon. Where his luck's been going with live streams. I've got to go almost to save a lot, Big Brother. And sweet as Buckeye. Love you too. Thank you so much for coming in and being supportive. Love you to bits and pieces. Health Nuts, yes, I do. I have 6 children and 8 grandchildren. All my children are adults. My baby is 22 in May. 22 in May, Christy. What's up, 9 Pound Hammer? What is up, brother? Okay, let's get this link in here. Invite. Okay. Here we go. Shucks, get out of here. I haven't heard from Angie lately. Here we go. We're moving on up. Can anyone beat Big Gregory record of 6 kids? Hardly. Hardly a record. Hardly a record. I've got friends that have 10 plus kids. 10 plus. I'm a small fry. Lynn Adams, good morning to you, or good evening to you, wherever you are in the neck of the woods. Everyone in chat couldn't get back, but I found you again. thank you for coming back. Lynn, good to see you. And oh, hey, we've got Sunny on board, Las Vegas Strips. Joyce McCullough. Hi there, Joyce. Welcome. And Tasty Trash. Hello, Tasty Trash. Loved your video. There's something about watching someone vacuum clean. Tasty Trash. I love it. No, and everyone put how many kids you got. JD, you're cool. You got 153 kids. That's a big school. To so, yeah, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for popping in. It was supposed to be the huge premiere to do a talking rubbish show that I plan on doing like every week. You should see the notes I've got written down, you know, for the whole shebang. Totally trying to prepare myself. And although it didn't happen quite the way that we planned, and that's going to happen from time to time, it's always good to have a plan B. Brenda, what was your question? Oh, dang. So if I am missing your questions, I do apologize. Jackie Evans. Hi, Jackie. So good to see you, Jackie. Oh, man, you're awesome. Jackie, we're no longer able to comment on your videos anymore. That's crazy. Here he is. So, guys, let's welcome and Sean. Bro, how are you, brother?
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, my bro? Last time we seen you, you were in the middle of a job, floating around in your truck.
Yeah, I was hanging out at Home Depot.
That's right. That's right. Bro, actually, it was actually after having the conversation with you that I came up with this idea, bro, that, you know, instead of I should have spent the time chatting with you about your dumpster diving experiences, considering that everyone in chat likes to hear about that stuff. So this is where this stems from, bro. It stems from having the chat with you.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I saw it. Talking rubbish.
Yeah. I know, bro. Talking rubbish. So you know what? You know what, bro? Let me ask the same questions I was going to ask Grabbit to you. How would you like that?
Shoot.
Have you got time on your hands? First of all, have you got time on your hands?
I've got nothing but time for you, brother.
Mean, my bro. I appreciate that, bro. Love you, my bro. So let's start with the first one, bro. Do you have a pre-dive ritual?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing crazy. But me and the wife, you know, we usually do our little dinner thing, and then you know, I have like certain boots that I wear diving, and this is actually my good luck jersey for diving.
I've seen it before, my bro. I've seen it before.
Yeah, you've seen that before. And you know, it's crazy because I've told the story, I think, before on my channel. You know, I dive, I have routes. So I do like a north and south route. And you know, I always drive the same way. I always pass the same dumpsters. So I guess maybe it's not as much as a ritual, but it's a routine. And
okay.
You know, but for sure. And I wanted to jump on here because my wife's been you remember I told you last time she's been kind of skeptical about diving with the pandemic and whatnot. So tonight's our first night back out together.
Nice. Wow.
I'm excited about that.
Bro, I'm just excited that you're going to go out together, and you're probably going to be putting up new content on the Lily and Sean dumpster diving
Oh yeah,
channel.
most definitely. It's been too long without some good videos up there, and I feel bad for the fans. So they're coming, I promise.
Straight up, bro, I've been missing you. And if people don't know what your catchphrase is,
boom, back at it again, folks.
been missing that, my bro. Straight up. So,
how's everything with you?
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm still putting up content. So, as far as the virus thing is holding me back, that hasn't been happening. I don't go out as much as I used to. I go out every second or third day. What I have noticed, though, as a result of this, as a result of the virus, is that I don't see anyone else on the roads except other dumpster divers.
Yeah, that's funny.
The last couple of dives that I've had, I've shared the dumpsters with others. So the last video I put up, I had 2 blokes just roll up on me, and it was all good. And yeah, we were just, all 3 of us were just diving into this one dumpster. It's in hindsight, I thought it was pretty funny and awesome all at the same time. Awesome.
There you go. I'll tell you what, though, it's kind of strange, because it's not strange. It's just a lot of stores are just not open. So, my usual routes are kind of depleted. Like, Five Below isn't open.
Yeah.
Shoot, Best Buy's not open. Bed Bath Beyond's not open. So I'm kind of limited to like Big Lots and CVS, and of course Aldi's open. But it's just so hot now. It's every day it's been about 90 something. So if you don't get to Aldi fast, that food just spoils super quick.
Yeah. That's I mean, weather is going to play a huge factor. And like right now, the warmer the weather is, the less likely, or the more likely the food, especially if that's what you dive for, is going to spoil. You've got a real small window. But
yeah, it's
when all of the general merchandise shops aren't open, it limits your where you can dive, right? It limits it.
Yeah, totally. I mean, and like tonight we're gonna head out to CVS and Big Lots, and probably freestyle like Staples and Office Depot. They're always good for a couple of those computer chairs. It's so funny. You seen? I'm coughing. Hold on. Let me put on my mask. I don't infect the computer. Folks, you're safe. I've been tested.
So have you ever been in a bin, or have you ever come across a dumpster that smelt so bad that you couldn't dive in it?
Oh, definitely. You've been to Aldi dumpsters. An Aldi dumpster. Listen, an Aldi dumpster on a hot Florida day. You don't even have to get out of the car sometimes. You pull up, and it's a mixture of, like, you can see the little heat waves when it's super hot. So you see the heat waves and the flies, and you're like, nah, I'm not even gonna. And listen, I've got a weak stomach, so I might even get close just because I'm that guy that doesn't want to miss out on something cool. And you peek your head over that lid, and you're just like, whoa, nah, not gonna happen. It's I don't care what's in there. I'm not going in.
Oh, really? Oh, man, I must have a stronger stomach than you because I've come across some really bad smelling places, but I've looked in it and I'm going, man, I got to get that. I got to get it.
Yeah, and listen, I hate. It's probably something cool in there too, And I'm like, I can't do it.
Not worth it.
And
hey?
and
Not worth it.
the wife, she's like, once she sees all the flies, she's like, you can go look, but I'm not gonna look.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And speaking of flies, here in Western Australia, the flies are really, really bad here, man. Like swarms of flies, and they often have a dirty connotation about them. That sit on crap or whatever like that. But
Yeah,
these are desert flies, man. They just don't go. Man, you shoo them away and they're right back, right on your face. Oh,
yeah.
terrible. It's unreal. It's unreal. Just quickly, Sean, we got Crystal diving with R5 just coming to the chat. Hi, Crystal. She just
Hey,
asked, that's not Grab It. Where's Grab It? Well, Grab It had some technical difficulties with his internet, so he wasn't able to join us completely today, Crystal. But my friend Sean here has been Plan B. Ended up being Plan B. Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, Plan B. So, hey, listen, folks. Sorry to disappoint. I know those are big shoes to fill, but hopefully
not at all, my bro. In fact, you released a premiere of your new video. Could possibly be coming up on your channel in the next day or two. So that's great news. That's great news. So so Sean, how did you start? When did you start, and why did you start doing dumpster diving?
Okay. So for me, I'd probably say it's about 14 years or so. And I started dumpster diving out of necessity. I was had a hardship in life, and I'm looking in dumpsters for food to survive, pretty much. And
Yeah.
It's pretty much stuck with me because even back then, it wasn't as glorified as it is now, but I was finding a lot of cool stuff back then. I was like, wow. And a real quick funny story. My first date with my wife, I actually took her to a dumpster. I was like, babe, I'm gonna take you out to this cool place. They got a lot of nice stuff there. And pulled up and we're in a dumpster. She was like, she gave me this look like, what? And I'm like, yeah. It's like, and I still have a couple of those picture frames, and it was a Michaels. I still have a couple of the items from that dive.
Oh my gosh. I could just imagine, like, we're off to my friend Michael's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to Michael's.
And, yeah, we're going to Michael's place, and he's got some really nice stuff there.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff, Sean?
Yeah, she's like,
are you talking about?
Listen, I got the truck pulled up, and she's looking at me like, what are we doing, babe? Come check it out. Look at this stuff.
That is that is funny. That is funny, bro.
It was funny.
So so how long have you how long has it been when you started your channel and you started recording your dives? How long has it been?
I think we started back in October of last year, and my wife started her channel in December of last year. So we're new to the YouTube family,
Yeah.
You know, I always watch the video. You know how it is. You watch the videos, and one day my wife was like, "We can make a video." And
Cool.
I was like, "Okay." You know, so she's the brain, she's the boss. You know, she
Yeah.
does all the. I told you last time, she does all the editing. You know, I just make the appearance, and for me, it's crazy when you think about it because I'm doing something that I did regardless, and I have a community of people that are actually interested in watching me, and then YouTube's throwing me a couple bucks, so it's like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
win-win for me. I'm like, yeah,
Hard
let's
out.
go. Let's do this. I'm loving it.
So so what's been your favorite find so far? And just before you answer that, dumpster diving Granny Becky was saying that she remembered when you gave her a shout out at the altar dumpster when you found all of that perfume. Something she will never
Yeah,
forget.
yeah, yeah. It was so funny because I was on one of her lives, and where she was talking about you know, not finding the perfume and whatnot. And it was like literally the next day or within the same week, we hit an Ulta and it was a jackpot. Just all kinds of perfume. I was like, listen, I told my wife when I found it, I was like, I'm going to give her a shout out because, you know, this is something that she really wanted. I was like, wow. And it's
Yeah.
so funny. As soon as I found it, I automatically went to her. I was like, man, Becky was just talking about this, and here it is. I don't know if
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can you see me on the camera, Big?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let me try to see if I can flip this. I don't know how good the lighting is in here.
That's
Okay,
pretty good. It's pretty
so
good.
so all this perfume. I don't know how good you can see that. And then I'm gonna bring in here. Excuse the mess. And then all this perfume is straight out of the dumpster.
Yeah. That was a good haul, man. I remember that video. I remember it clear.
Oh, there must have been about 12 or 13 bottles. And I've gotten that haul a couple times. It's, you know, the testers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, folks. Somebody just
Oh.
entered into the building.
Oh, here we go. Hi,
There
Lily.
she is.
Hey, Biggie. How are you?
The brains.
I'm good,
the
Lily.
beauty.
How are you?
Good.
And Lily is definitely not shy in front of the camera. Are you, Lily?
No, no, she's not.
She is not.
All right,
In
Biggie.
fact,
Bye-bye.
bye, bye,
See
Lily.
you.
Good to see you.
There she is. Hit and run.
Bye.
Hit and run, folks. The brains, the bronze, the beauty. She's out there talking to her. She's out there talking to her sister in Brazil. So they're doing their little Sunday night, family night, whatnot.
As they do, eh? As they do.
Yeah.
So,
it's cool.
have you come across any wildlife in your dives? And if you have, did it scare you?
Well, yeah. If you watch one of those videos, I pulled up to the dump. I got two good stories for you. So when I pull up to the dumpster, and I'll usually like hit the top of the can or whatnot because of the raccoons. Listen, I stuck my head over the top of this lid one night just to like get a look down. It was one of those taller, you know, dumpsters. So you got to get up on your tiptoes and look. I scared this raccoon and it came straight up out of there. And as my head's going over, it's coming straight past me like, whew. I was like, and listen, it scared the dickens out of me. I was like, holy crap. I was like, no. But listen to this one. My wife's in the dumpster at Burlington, and there's a squirrel in the dumpster. So I'm filming, and I'm like, babe, there's something in the dumpster. And it's like running around trying to get out. I never seen my wife move so fast, brother. She got up out of that dumpster. And she's super short, so she's like crawling and like slinging a leg over. I was like, oh, it's so funny. Then the poor guy, he couldn't get out of the dumpster, so I saved him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got him out of there. But yeah, especially, you know, down in Miami, it's cats, raccoons, birds. And let me tell you, when those birds get onto those dog food dumpsters like Petco,
Yeah.
you just need to let them be because they'll fight for their food.
Oh, yeah, I bet they will, man.
Yeah.
To the end.
And there'll be like 30 or 40 of them.
Holy heck.
I don't know what kind of birds they are, but we got a video of them too. I pulled up to like a Petco dumpster, and they're on there. Oh yeah.
Look at you find in the dumpster.
Oh.
So is the next question was one of the most expensive things I found in a dumpster?
It sure is.
Babe, but we got bad lighting in here. Give me a... Hold on, I'm trying to situate. My lighting situation's not so great in here.
Maybe I give you one for you. It's 5, like a 5.
Go give me a flashlight, babe, or get that phone.
Just while you're doing that, Sean, I'm just going to welcome in Bill Stoner. He said he's come across a possum or 12 a few times and squirrels.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. All right, so this is my most recent haul that would fall in the category of most expensive. So I just out one night. My wife stayed home. I was like, let me see if there's some, you know, I told you last time, sometimes you get a feeling. I'm like, listen, I have to go to this dumpster. I know I'm missing out on something.
Where is yours?
Yeah.
Mine's in my truck.
Okay.
So I drove past, hit up the dumpster, and this is what I found. I actually got 5 of them, but one I already took, and it's in my work truck. So these they're not Apple. They're like a knockoff Apple smartwatch.
Okay. Far out.
And
they're not Fitbits. They're actually a watch. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're actually. I charged them up. I don't know how to turn them on. I'm technically challenged.
That's the next question.
Yeah, they do work. I'm trying to.
Wow, Sean. So how many did you find all up?
So in total, I got 5. I got one that my birthday was on Wednesday.
Happy belated birthday, my bro.
Thank you. What?
Where's the video game thing so I can play it?
They're broken. It's right there. Well, I'm trying.
Who? Mom?
No, not Mom.
Who then? Freedom?
No.
Me?
Well, yeah. When that bed fell. All right, so I can't get anyone to turn on, but they were charged up a little bit. I think the wife just charged it enough to turn on.
That's a cool find, man.
I'll have to make another video.
So when you came across those, you said that you just had a feeling. You went in, and where were they sitting? Did you have to dig very deep, or were they just sitting on the top?
No. I looked down there and I saw a bunch of like chargers and cables and whatnot. And I was like, oh wow, let me let me jump in there and see what that is. And lo and behold, there were actually 6 of them, but one was like totally broken.
Oh, yeah.
So I salvaged 5. I've got one in my work truck. I just wear it for show. You know, it's pretty cool though. Like you can answer your phone through it. It's basically their knockoff. I guess you call it Apple Watches or whatever. I looked them up online though. They're retailing for like $68 a pop, which for a free find, and they were all still in the plastic. You know, still have the protectors on them and stuff.
Oh, bro.
So that was pretty.
Cool. Anything you find for free that that we ourselves find value in it is worth $1 million.
Oh, listen, free is my favorite word.
So, tell us what's some of the have you come across any challenges, in your dumpster diving, like staff or trucks, or what's some of the challenges that you face dumpster diving?
Well, I mean, down here it's kind of it's different everywhere, but excuse me, not a Corona cough, folks. For the most part down here, it's either other divers, just beating you to your spots and making a mess, which in return, you pull up and they've made a mess, then you pick up the mess. And then this is crazy, I've actually picked up a mess and gotten caught by management picking the mess up and been accused of making it. And I'm like, no, I'm cleaning this mess for you. Oh, seen you here and yada, yada, yada. So, it's usually other divers, but a lot of places have security. Most of them don't care. Like your videos, the guys come and talk to you and they're like, hey, it's cool. Down here, they don't get paid that much. They just sit golf carts in the cars. And, I've got one young lady that's a subscriber, and she'll tell me like, hey, another car was here and I chased them off, and go ahead, good luck. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's cool.
I've faced pretty much the same challenges as well, Sean. Getting not being Johnny on the spot. Other divers getting in there before you, of which I'm glad, because as long as the stuff is getting saved and rescued,
yeah, definitely.
And so although I'm inside me, I'm like, oh man, now I have to go around and for another hour, to get content.
Yeah, you're always like, I wonder what they got that I would have got, or And if I pull up and listen, if I pull up and someone's there, I'm not shy by a long shot. So I'm like, hey, what'd you guys find? Anything cool and stuff? And some people are cool about it. They're like, oh, there's more than plenty. Jump on in. And then some people are just like, not so cool and whatever. Listen, I caught a guy last week. I should have took a picture, but I wasn't thinking about it. He's out there in a brand new Corvette and Big Lots dumpster. And the back of this Corvette was just filled up with, cookies and snacks and a bunch of these little, like knockoff colognes that Big Lots sells. And I was like, wow, you're driving a Corvette, but you're still dumpster diving. And he's like, he was like, why do you think I can afford the Corvette?
Hard. No, straight up, bro. I've had someone pull up on me on a Range Rover Sportster,
Yeah.
in black,
Yeah.
and get out with with Chanel women clothing and stuff, and get into the dumpster, man.
Yeah.
A woman. And I've had people pull up in Mercedes. It's crazy.
Yeah, listen, I told my wife, I was like, everyone has that plan of what they do when they win the lottery or whatnot. And I was like, yeah, I'll just dumpster dive full time. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm probably like, I'd love to open like a repurposed store and just, dumpster dive full time. And if I ever win it big, that's definitely what I'm gonna do.
Which was one of the things I was going to ask you about, like well, where do you see dumpster diving taking you in the future, if not YouTube?
Yeah. Well, definitely. I'm gonna get that store open one of these days. I mean, I have my little garage, which I call a store, but I have a much bigger picture. I want like the Salvation Army, Goodwill, like these thrift stores. But I'll tell you what, I don't know about over there where you're at, but in America, you donate stuff to these stores. They give you the little tax credit or whatnot. Now, I know you have Las Vegas thrifts. The guys that go to the thrift stores and buy stuff to resell it.
Yeah.
Now, everything in that store was donated. And they sell stuff for some ridiculous prices. Maybe not all over the world, but in South Florida, like we were looking for like a dining room table. So I was like, all right, let's go, to the thrift stores. They're selling tables for $600-700.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really, guys? You got it for free. So my goal would be to open up this repurposed store where everything's affordable, for people who actually need these things to get them. Not go in there and, a pair of pants that was donated or, I found in a dumpster, and charge someone $25 for it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
These businesses, and I know they have overheads, and I know they support a lot of the homeless community, so they need to make profit. But they're like, I feel like they're gouging.
Definitely.
It's all free merchandise, and you're
exactly
charging, name brand store prices. I can go to a TJ Maxx or a Ross and get a brand new pair of pants, designer, for $14-15. Why am I going to pay the same price from the thrift store? It's
no, exactly.
I could go on forever about that, but those stores are meant to help, the less fortunate, and I 100% believe they're not. They've lost the goal somewhere along the lines. So yeah, that's my future goal, to open that store where a single mother could come in and get a couple of nice items for herself or her kids. You could come find a nice table that's been repurposed from the dumpster and spend, $10-15, because it's all
absolutely
anyways,
No, you raise a really good point there, Sean. It's the same happens here, not for all goodwill, but more the ones that are leaning towards a retail sort of boutique style sort of shop layout.
Yeah.
you know, and they're really expensive, really expensive.
It's crazy.
They're expensive. They're expensive for something that you get for nothing, which is what you're saying, eh? Yeah, they're expensive.
Exactly.
They're trying to
like
get the
this.
maximum amount of profit, you know, for an item they got for nothing. And over here, the Salvation Army is its own franchise basically, and so they circulate the all the clothes and wares. Nothing gets thrown out. It just circulates with the other thrift stores.
Right.
So it never ends. Nothing ever ends up in the bin.
Well,
Yet
and-
that's where it came from, you know. So that's. Hey, my darling. So but yeah, I really like that idea. I really love that idea too. You know, I would like to do something like that as well. You know,
Yeah,
even
well-
a free school. You know, come and get it for
Well,
nothing.
And listen, that's my whole philosophy. Like, I catch a lot of slack from you know, viewers and whatnot. Okay, so let's just say I found one of those office chairs I was telling you about. They're like $300 chair. Is Sean trying to sell it for $300? No. I just need a couple bucks. It was free. I don't have the patience to haggle with somebody.
Yeah.
Well, you know, brand new, this chair was $300. Yeah. Occasionally I'll throw that lot there, but more often than not, I'm selling those chairs for like $70, $80 just to get rid of it. You know?
Yeah.
Listen, I saved it from you want it. You're gonna put it in your home and use it and love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I made a couple bucks to cover, you know, some gas and some drinks and whatnot.
Absolutely.
I'm happy. On Sundays when before the virus, I'm selling, you know, stuff that's $40, $50 for like $5.
Yeah, of course. You just need to move it, eh?
Yeah, the whole
Just have to move
I'm
it.
in the business of selling, not hoarding.
Yeah.
My wife might disagree with that one, but
Yeah. I've seen your garage, Sean. I've seen your garage.
listen, it's so crazy big. As soon as I make space, I kick it up a notch on my diving. Listen, I can't keep it empty. You know, people come and buy, and especially now, it's
Oh
packed.
yeah.
I can't even get through that thing. It's crazy.
No, I know exactly.
I've got overflow coming into my house now, and you know, before I got the garage, everything was in my house.
Yeah.
And then one day the wife was like, "That's not gonna work, buddy." So I got the garage. I've got stuff in my house now, and I'm like, okay, I need to do something here. I need to sell some stuff because, and you know,
that's the realization. You know, space is a commodity. You know, especially to our partners, they want to put their beautiful stuff in there. You know, so it's a commodity. I understand all too well. Clear it out.
I try to be a little bit more pickier about what I take. Because if it was just me, I take everything. I'm like, oh, I could fix this, or I could use that sometime. You know, I'm that type of guy. And my wife is like, she'll look at me and be like, when are you going to fix that? I'm like, I could fix it. I know I could. He's like, no. Leave it for the next person.
I'm definitely a pick and choose now, you know, and the only thing behind it is when you're doing that on the camera, there's almost an obligation or even an expectation to save that, you know, and the reality is I just can't save everything, man. You know, I've got a small house, you know, and I wish,
my
house. And I really wish that I could take more, or even the food that I find, I wish I could take more, even though I donate it, but I'm just limited for space because some of the stuff, especially coming up to winter now, you know, I'm able to take the meats, the
Doesn't work.
seafood, but if I can't keep it in the fridge before it's donated, it's going to spoil, you know. So, I have to really be
exactly.
picky and choosy and explain that every time. If that's what I have to do, then that's what I have to do, you know.
I was like, I'm trying to show you my my most recent project because I'm kind of like a handy guy, you know.
Oh, really?
My lighting's not too good.
Let the viewers be the judge of that, Sean.
So, all right. So I got
Oh, there
this
you
chair
go.
from Pier 1, right? And it was just like a rough wood. So we painted it this gray. My wife did. It's got a nice cushion, but it was just the top of the chair. The bottom had broken off. So remember, I tell you guys about all those office chairs I found. So I went and added this base. So that's like one of those gaming chair bases. It's got like the little lever. But I'll tell you what, I just built this yesterday for my wife.
Nice.
That's pretty sharp.
That's sharp, bro. That's
Like a little
usable
modern
now.
type deal. So I'm gonna give you a tour real quick. I know you got more questions. So this is from the dumpster, brand new, like Lazy Boy recliner.
Oh yeah,
Look at this that I got from Pier 1.
that's
I
a
mean,
nice
my
chair.
house. Listen, the lamp, the Eiffel Tower, the picture on the wall, the television is from the dumpster, folks. Look at this big. Every knickknack and doodad in here. Pictures. And then this is my overflow room. Everything's from the dumpster. The computer from the dumpster. The table from the dumpster. The printer. There's another one of those beautiful office chairs from the dumpster, brother. And this is my little overflow area that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Just some clothes, another computer, keyboard, milk bones for the dog. The bar is not from the dumpster, though. That's mine. But
Hey,
it's
Sean,
like,
just real quick, just gonna say hooray to Granny Becky. She's just ducking out for dinner. Good night, Granny Becky. Thank you for stopping by.
"Hey,
And
Becky, love you."
and hello to Dumpster Diva. How are you, Dumpster Diva? Welcome to the chat.
Dumpster Diva in the house.
Dumpster Diva in the house. Well, I'm telling you, Sean, your house looks just like mine. You know, if I was to do a tour around my house, and I remember you putting up a video one time. You doing a tour around your house,
Yeah.
showing look at these beautiful photos, these pictures, and all that. If I did a tour around my house, almost like shucks, I'd say 90% of this room, you know, including the
From the
stuff in the
dumpster.
kitchen, come from the dumpster or from the side of the veg, you know, or from the veg
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
So, you know,
It's crazy. I think in my house, besides like the beds and the mattresses, much everything is from the dumpster.
yeah,
The lamps are from the dumpster, you know.
yeah, the light bulbs.
90% of the stuff. I mean, I told folks before, I was like, really, the only thing I spend money on is meat. Because obviously down here, you can't take that from the dumpster. I don't trust it.
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe a couple soda pops if I can't find any. It's so funny. When this virus hit, there was no toilet paper. I'm finding toilet paper in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Cases of water, toilet paper. I was like, the dumpster gods are looking out for us.
hard out, hard out. And that's just a crazy notion what they throw away, even in the present climate. The present climate.
Oh,
There's no cure. There's no vaccine for the
nope,
corona. There's
nope.
nothing. People are walking around like there's a cure. If you get sick, you have to sit it out.
Yeah, that's it.
You have to ride that road, man. Wow.
But you see, this mask, I keep them. I've got all different kinds. I don't leave home without it, and I keep the antibacterial wipes and whatnots in the cars. I did all that regardless from dumpster diving. So
Hard. So did I. So
yeah,
did I.
so we were stocked up on it. I've got gallon-sized bottles of sanitizer, but that's a whole different topic because if you watch the news on it, how they've got states in America that are opening, but you've got this doctor on TV saying, nah, don't push it, just wait it out. It is what it is, but if it was up to me, I'd be like, yo, stay home for a couple more months. I'm gonna give the entire world some checks here to help you maintain, and we'll see you in a couple months.
Yeah.
They're
At least. I'll see you when we find a vaccine. We just started human trialing, and we'll know in 2 years' time because that's how long it takes.
well, yeah, exactly. We could talk about it forever. I just hope everyone maintains protocol and is doing the safety measures that your governments are implementing. I go to work every day still.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky. I'm not complaining about that. But it's heavy on families, and I've got a kid at home, do school on the computer. I mean, what kind of life is that for a kid?
Yeah.
Stuck in the house, and my wife's still paranoid about stuff. She's getting better, but
Sure.
it's a crazy situation. Period.
Oh, and it's one that we're in at the moment, and everyone on the planet is a part of it. So, but
Yeah.
how does that? I mean, it hasn't adversely affect my dumpster diving as it has for a lot of other people out there, especially in the States. But back here, it hasn't adversely affected us. But I take all the necessary precautions. You said you're heading out tonight, right, Sean? You're going out for a dive tonight?
Yeah. As soon as I jump off, I'm gonna be on my way out of here.
Well, I won't hold you up any longer, my bro, so you can get out there. I know when you've got an itch, you got to scratch it. When you got an itch, you got to scratch it. So, bro, I appreciate you coming on board and helping me fill up the time and being my plan B and then straight into my plan A. Loved hearing your stories, as I always do. Love chatting with you, my bro. You're awesome.
Definitely.
You're awesome.
Definitely. All right, big B. Love you, brother.
Love you too, my bro. Good luck for you and Lily, and go out there and go and score big. Looking forward to seeing your video popping up, whether it's on your channel or on Lily Miami's. So yeah, have a good night, guys. Thank you so much. Love you guys.
All right. Later, folks. Love you, Big B.
Later, my bro. Well, there you go, guys. Plan B for Big B. Yeah. It's always a pleasure to catch up with Sean and Lily from Miami. Thank you guys for entertaining yourselves on the chat, and yeah, he's full of beans. He's full of beans, my friend Sean. So like I say, just a real quick recap. Hope to do this every Monday, Sunday evenings for you guys. We're going to bring in a new guest just once a week and just see how it goes. You know, I certainly would love to touch base with Dumpster Diva, anyone that on here, the Crazy Family Tube, Grizz, and coming on here and doing a bit of an interview. But before I end off, I have been creating a new talking rubbish song. So I am going to share that with you guys tonight. Miss our trips to the beach, so do I, Fairy Wren. It's because the beaches have closed up here. Oh, awesome how that's. Oh, I would appreciate that. That would be awesome. But hang on, let me go and grab my guitar. Dumpster diving. Let me just keep my faculties together. Grab it fast, there will be another time. Don't tell me, I was going to say, is grab it in here? By crikeys. And dumpster diving. Dumpster diving. So did you guys catch my parody from Our Hearts with Song, Big B? Thank you. Thank you. Because it's new, I'm just getting my together. Debbie, you going good night? Good night, Debbie. Behind the scenes, there's things that happen that you'll never see. So tell your story about the fish. Come on the show and let's talk rubbish. Oh man. Dumpster diving behind the scenes. There's plenty that happens that you'll never see. Tell a story about the mesh. Come to the show and let's talk rubbish. Talk rubbish. Talk rubbish. Come on the show and let's talk rubbish. Talk rubbish. Talk rubbish. Jump on the show and let's talk rubbish. It needs a little work, but you get the general idea. Talk rubbish, talk rubbish. Come on the show and let's talk rubbish. Talk rubbish, talk rubbish. Jump on the show and let's talk rubbish. Dumpster diving behind the scenes. There's things that will happen that you'll never see. Tell your story about the mission. on the show when it's talk rubbish. Talk rubbish. Talk rubbish. Jump on the show when it's talk rubbish. Oh, guys. So I just want to acknowledge my moderators for being so supportive and getting in there and helping. I thank you guys so much. It certainly was. It's a pleasure to have you guys on board and help me out so much. So you definitely, guys, need to be acknowledged. I just got a message here from Grabbit saying that he apologizes for the messing around and what happened with his connection, but that's okay. That's okay. So we're going to be doing this again, same time next week. Hopefully, I'm going to be a little bit more organized. Keep an eye out for my community page or my community tab, where I'll announce the next person that I'll have as a special guest. He couldn't help it. That's right. He couldn't help it. It wasn't his fault. Salim, Salim. Bonjour. Susan Stricker. Thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate you. Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much. Love you, big. See you next time. Stay safe out there. Keep an eye out for that email, Marty. I've got some dates for you to check out. And just reply when you can. I'd love to have you on board, my friend. I'm sure everyone has plenty of stories that they would love to share, and I'm sure you guys would love to hear what they are. So good night. I hope you guys have a lovely night, or whatever you guys are doing tonight. Be safe, stay well, and always know that I'm thinking positive and thoughts about you, for you, praying for you, for us all, for a better future. So take care. Love and light to you all. Thank you so much for joining. Beautiful. Boom.